KLUK presents the Cocklebur Morning Show, where we weed out the big stories from throughout Sweet Swine County with our brand new hosts, Bobby Ray and Sally Sue.
Thank you, and welcome to Cocklebur Morning Show. Bobby Ray and I are very excited about today's show.
We're also very excited about these new coffee cups.
Aren't they awesome?
Oh, they are great. Little toast, huh?
They make coffee taste so good. And I understand that they were donated by two companies from outside of Sweet Swine County.
Really? Who are they?
The first one was Anchor Uniform Company.
Oh, I know that company. That's the one that's got that really attractive brunette female that owns it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and the other one is a bank.
I can only think of one bank. Is it U.S. Bank?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Sure,
and, you know, they have such a fantastic team there, and they have an awesome, dynamite president.
Oh, I've heard that.
Oh, yes, he's just wonderful.
Yep, really handsome, too.
Oh, he is. He's just marvelous,
I love it. Yep.
And, you know, now if we could only get someone to donate a sign. I mean, after all, it still says Tommy Ray and Sarah.
I know, and they're so yesterday.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, okay. So anyway, honey, tell us about what you did this weekend.
Oh, I'm telling you what, I didn't think anything could top the 3D bus tour I took, okay?
Oh, I know.
But I'm here to tell you, this topped it. Oh. I gave the opening speech at Purdue University.
Not PU.
PU. Yep.
Oh, my.
Same one. One is located about 3 miles north of Split Hoof.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one. Yep. They wanted me to come in and give the opening speech to the alumni. They had an all-school reunion.
Oh, nice.
And so I was quite honored to go. Went into this huge auditorium in their extension trailer.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, it is big. It's a big one. And we got 9 people to show up. Which,
9?
Yeah, not too bad. Yep, clear back to the class of 52.
Wow.
Anyway, you know, what I talked about was basically how my career got started. I was on KLUK TV as a weatherman to begin with. And then, of course, you know, I was on that reality program, So You Want to Be a Chicken Farmer. That was a good one, too. But the thing I talked most about, obviously, was the new hit program, the Cocklebur Morning Show. Sure. And I talked a lot about you, too. Well, you're welcome.
Sweet.
It was a great night, I'm telling you. It was a great night.
Bobby Ray, that just sounds just fantastic.
Oh, it was. And we had a hot dish. Betty Thompson made a hot dish, Mrs. Swanson, class of 52, she wouldn't eat any of it, though. She didn't join in. I think there's something going on between those two. I wasn't real keen on what I was seeing there, but that's just the way it goes.
Isn't Betty Thompson going to join us today on the show?
Well, that was the plan, but that's not going to happen now. It appears as though that they got some pictures of her on her set that made their way to John Olson's desk, you know, the general manager of KLUK TV.
Yes.
And so she's going on a short vacation for about a month or whatever it takes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Bobby. Well, we surely wish her the best.
Sure do.
It's just, that's too bad.
Yep. Now I know why she smiled so much when she made her dishes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to bring to you another segment of Outside Sweet Swine, where we share with you interesting people that we have discovered outside Sweet Swine County. Interesting. Are you there, Prairie Ann?
Yes, Bobby Ray and Sally Sue. I'm in our neighboring county of Cottonwood, in the town of Windom. We have discovered Frank Vock and his wife Lori, who have owned Frank's Shoe Repair for the last 27 years in Windom, offering a large variety of shoes, specializing in work boots. But what makes their store unique is that Frank and Lori repair shoes, all types of shoes, not with the latest cutting-edge equipment, but with machinery dating back to the turn of the century. Frank and Lori are keeping alive a way of doing business with craftsmanship and good service. Hi, Frank and Lori.
Hi, Prairie Ann.
Be sure and stop in downtown Windom and say hi to Frank and Lori. This has been Prairie Ann with another point of interest outside Sweet Swine. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Prairie Ann, for your report. Now, we'll be going back to Prairie Ann a little bit later in the program. So, you know, what's going on next, Sally Sue?
Well, we are going to join our own Johnny Happening.
Ooh.
Cocklebur Morning Show's detective.
Yep.
who has left Sweet Swine County in search of the greatest street of Minnesota.
Wow.
My name is Johnny Happening, and I'm on the case, a big case to find out about the downtowns in our story country. The boss wants answers to what's going on, so I walk the streets to find our downtowns that have become the greatest streets in Minnesota. The case is clear. Now I will take what I've learned to the big boss.
Oh, Johnny, show the big boss what you found. Ah, Johnny, this is another great downtown. A downtown rich with history and a hometown feel. Johnny, shops, services, and entertainment. Show me some more.
It appears the talk is true. This is another downtown that has become one of the greatest streets of Minnesota.
Well, Sally Sue, it's time to bring out our guest. And today's guest is none other than Elmer Plow.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that guy.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Sweet Swine's own
David.
farm safety expert, I'm telling you. Hey, wasn't he on trial for burning Urban Katie's house?
Don't go there. He
Okay.
doesn't want to talk about
Okay,
that. Now,
okay.
don't do that.
Okay.
Don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sweet Swine County's own Elmer Plow.
Thank you. It's very good to be here.
Well, we're very glad you are here, Elmer. We understand that you were on trial. You've got a very, very good and unique exhibit called Sounds of the Barnyard, and that's what we'd like to hear about.
Okay.
Great.
Well, I tell you guys, I've been collecting farm animal sounds since I was a child.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now some might call my hobby bizarre,
No.
maybe unhealthy or strange. But let me tell you, what I have done with this is I have collected such a vast array of recordings that I'm setting up an exhibit for the whole family, which is totally safe.
Wow.
Wow. Well, Elmer, we know safety.
Yeah.
Farm safety is a passion
Yes.
with you.
Yep.
But what can visitors expect when they come to see your exhibit?
Well, if I may, I brought some samples.
Oh,
of the
great.
exhibit with
Oh, that'd be
me.
great. Yes,
great.
absolutely.
Let's.
Yeah, we'd love to see
Oh,
those.
Here we go.
okay.
This ought to be cool.
Oh, I'm so excited.
My first sample
Look at
is
that.
of Aunt Ella's cow, and this dates back to 1967.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, can
Right.
I push the
Yeah,
button?
you bet.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, that'll.
Oh, that's quite all right.
That got our motors running.
Oh, I guess. I didn't push the button.
No, you didn't.
Do I dare?
Well,
Okay.
gently.
Okay, it'll be okay.
Oh, that's really something.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, this is art.
really
Oh, art. Okay.
art. I thought that was maybe Bessie. I didn't. Looked like Bessie to me.
Loud.
Loud Bessie. Yeah.
My
Oh,
next example.
You need to
oh,
turn
that's
this
yeah.
way, honey.
That's what
Okay,
you
there
might
we
call
go.
a crooked
Much
pig.
Oh, look at
My
that.
next example is of Aunt Ella's pet pig.
Wow.
Now, this is from 1974. It's
Really?
an original tape recorded, digitally remastered recording.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you get to push it.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah, I'm not pushing it.
I'm impressed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to speak a little pig myself.
you?
Yeah, once in a while.
Almost sounds
Well, unfortunately, this little guy became Mr. Easter 1974. And this is my personal favorite. This is my own pet lamb, Lammy from when I was a kid.
Wow.
This dates back to 1978.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you and Lammy close?
Very close.
Look at that. It's so sweet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just cute.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
This is nice.
You're really bad, Elmer, let me tell you.
And then I have my final piece that I brought today. This is Lammy all grown up.
Oh, my.
This
Wow.
is from 1985.
Got a few miles on her there, doesn't she,
Miles,
Elmer?
yeah, you know all about
I think you should push that one.
You sure?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it. Go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, wow. Voice change.
that. Isn't that interesting of the inflection and the difference in tone
So-
as the animal
Yeah,
ages?
so it's Lammy, not Larry.
It's like,
Okay.
even as Lammy aged.
Okay, just wondered.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Elmer, this has been very interesting.
Yes, it is.
It's wonderful. Your exhibit should be enjoyed by many people. I just have a question. Where is Lammy today?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Honey.
Yeah, okay. Well, Elmer,
sorry.
where could you tell us where we could see this exhibit?
Yeah.
Where it's going to be? That'd
Yeah.
be great.
What
Yes.
I've done is this exhibit is going to tour all over Sweet Swine County.
Wow.
Okay. It's going to start in Corn Row, make its way all the
okay.
way around to Cow Pie.
Cow pie.
Corn
All the
row
way.
to
Wow.
Yes. And I just want to make it perfectly clear that this exhibit is completely safe to attend and family friendly.
Oh,
Very good.
wonderful,
That's great. We wouldn't expect
wonderful.
anything less from you, Elmer.
No.
Not a bit. No.
You know, Elmer, this has been great. We've got to thank you for stopping
thank you.
by. We
Yes.
really enjoyed it. Wish you the best of luck with your
Absolutely.
exhibit.
Absolutely. Well, folks, now let's join the Cocklebur Morning Show's favorite couple, the couple that has found some of the greatest towns outside of Sweet Swine County because they were lost in Minnesota.
So, Lars, I know we're lost in Minnesota, but let's just keep driving. Maybe we can see some more. I got these visitor guides, you know. Oh, there's a sign up there. I can tell you about this town. It's coming up right here, then.
Okay, Inga.
It says there's 5 area lakes that are a popular site for recreational activities any season of the year, Lars. Oh, Lars, we can see things like the Fairmont Opera House, the Pioneer Museum, and Heritage Acres. And Lars, they have an aquatic park and much more. Oh, Lars, look at the specialty shops. Now there's your shopper's paradise. Oh, that sure is a nice town. We're going to mark that on the map and come back then.
Yeah, Inga.
Can you believe what great towns you can find when you're lost in Minnesota?
What an adventure.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's great.
Just
It's
wonderful.
great, yes.
Oh. So, Bobby Ray and Elmer,
Yeah.
did you know that Katie is looking for a boarder?
Well, yeah, Sally Sue, I heard that Urban Katie,
She is awesome.
who owns the late Aunt Ella Farm,
Yes,
Homestead, she's looking for people to rent a room.
I understand a big collection of
Yeah.
What kind of people? Like,
Well,
you know,
I'm thinking about it. Personally.
Really?
I am. Anyway, hey, you know what we get to do right now? We get to learn more about the citizens of Sweet Swine County because we're going to watch the next episode of As the Corn Grows.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows. Today we join Katie in her quest to find a boarder, Mrs. Swanson, as she keeps the coffee coming, and Prairie Ann as she plays doorman to the parade of prospective boarders.
Well, Betty Thompson, long time no see.
Well, hi, Prairie Ann. Did you know that there's 3 barking dogs, an elephant down behind the barn, and an unstable young man yelling out in your backyard?
Yes, I'm aware of that, but please, pay no never mind. Why not come in and have a seat?
Betty Thompson. Mrs. Swanson.
I'm Katie Olson.
Oh, Katie, I've known you since you were knee-high to a grasshopper. I'm Betty Thompson, Aunt Ella's best friend.
Ha! Phony.
What did you call me?
You heard me.
Mrs. Swanson, please. Now, Mrs. Thompson.
It's Miss Thompson, but you can call me Betty.
Okay, Betty. To what do we owe this pleasure?
Well, I saw the ad in the paper that you have a room to rent.
What happened to your double-wide mansion?
Well, I'm building a house, didn't you know? A brand new one. But it's not going to be ready for a couple of months, and so when I saw the ad, it's perfect for me. I came right over.
A new house?
Well, of course. It was the first thing I did after I got my contract for the Cocklebur morning show. I'm the new food expert, and I get to share some of my secret recipes.
You mean Aunt Ella's secret recipes?
For your information, Mrs. Swanson, Aunt Ella gave those recipes to me.
Katie, can I see you in the kitchen a minute?
Why, sure. Prairie Ann, would you mind pouring a little coffee for Betty?
Thank you.
Throw her out on her ear.
Mrs. Swanson, what's gotten into you?
She is a gourmet cook wannabe.
Wannabe?
Yes, she is. She stole those recipes from your Aunt Ella. I know it as well as I know my own name.
Mrs. Swanson, please calm down.
You can't rent to her. She is a harlot.
A harlot? I thought you said she was a gourmet cook wannabe.
She flirted with my husband 47 different occasions. And if you rent to her...
All right, calm down, Mrs. Swanson. I promise you I will not rent to her. So just calm down here. Take a deep breath.
It's been a long time since I lived here in town.
See you again.
Well, what do you say, Katie? I could be ready to move in tomorrow.
Oh, I am so sorry. You know, I rented that room about an hour ago. And you know, I have a meeting at my attorney's in about 10 minutes.
I was afraid of that. I thought something like that might happen. Cousin John did offer me a room over at the Horsefly Inn. It's in Split Hoof, though. It's not as convenient. I'm so sorry. This would have been perfect. And I'll come back to visit another time when it's more convenient.
Yes.
Goodbye now.
Please do. It was lovely to meet you.
Why, Katie Olson, you haven't rented that room.
I know. But it's a long story.
But it's a good one.
Why not rent to Betty?
Meanwhile, at Aunt Minnie's house, we join Minnie as she tries to give Cousin John a haircut with her new do-it-yourself hair salon kit she received for Christmas.
Come on now, this won't hurt a bit.
Not now, Minnie.
Not now, Minnie, not now, Minnie. I wish I'd never bought you those binoculars.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why don't you go groom the poodle and just leave me alone?
Fifi is just fine. I clipped and dipped her yesterday.
Would you quit hovering over me and just go fry something?
Give me those. You'd think you'd never seen Katie's farm before.
Quite the circus, eh, Minnie?
I must have had one too many glasses of wine at lunch. I thought I saw Ronnie Silage riding on an elephant, being chased by a pack of dogs, a wild man, and Betty Thompson.
Oh, my little Minnie May, you're not hallucinating. Looks to me like Urban Katie has invited some of her artsy-fartsy Hollywood friends here to pay us a visit. Oh, crap. They don't have a camel, do they?
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Meanwhile, back at Katie's house, the parade of prospective boarders just keeps on coming.
Come in.
Hello, ladies.
Well, hello there. You must be Willy Odom. Why don't you come on in, have a seat?
Here, have one of my cards. And one for you, and one for you.
Thank you.
Would you like some coffee?
Don't mind if I do.
So, let's see, Mr. Odom, is it? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a traveling salesman, I am. And I sell these Domingo Flamingo Pink Flamingo lawn ornaments. Surely you've heard of our company.
I have. My Aunt Elma has her whole front yard covered with them in Florida.
So, what are you doing selling pink flamingos in Minnesota?
Well, I sold so many of these Domingo Flamingos down south that I saturated the market with these adorable pink birds. And now my managers have reassigned me their top salesman to the upper half of the United States.
So you'll be on the road a lot then?
Yes, I'll be in, I'll be out. But don't be concerned. I keep to myself and I expect utmost privacy. So if I can pay you 6 months in advance, I'll move in tomorrow.
Don't you want to see the room?
No need. I'm sure it's fine. Just point me in the right direction. I travel lightly. It's just me, the car, the flamingos, and oh, if you don't mind, I gave my manager your phone number and I expect a call later.
Well, is Willy Odom, the Domingo Flamingo salesman, really the best in the business? Will Katie really rent her room to a man who sells pink lawn ornaments? Will Mrs. Swanson buy a flock for her front lawn? And will Prairie Ann ever get paid for the ad Katie placed? We'll have to see next time on As the Corn Grows.
Wow, Sally, I can't wait to see what happens next.
I know, isn't that amazing? An elephant.
Elephant. I couldn't believe it.
It was just...
Couldn't believe it. No. You got that sound out there on the farm, Elmer?
No elephants yet.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you'll
All right.
have to get one. Oh, it's just wonderful. Okay, now let's join the Cocklebur Morning Show's friend from across the pond, who has found communities and towns outside, way outside,
Ooh, yeah.
Sweet Swine County that are truly spot on.
Spot on.
Hello, my name is Lady Dodd, and I'm from Spottingham, England, and I've traveled the entire world with my dog Spot. After all, how could I not call my dog Spot? But I digress. I wanted to tell you about some of the exciting communities I've found here in southern Minnesota. So if you would like to join me, please pull up a chair and I will pour you a spot of tea. One moment, please. Gertrude, we need a teacup. This is the creamer. Thank you. My apology. As I was saying, please pull up a chair and we will explore some of these exciting communities together. Windom, a lively, growing city, is the county seat of Cottonwood County, with its historic courthouse square as the focal point. There's no question that Windom residents enjoy an enviable quality of life. Windom has long been a safe, desirable community with excellent public services, schools, clubs, activities, and events. Visit the Windom Area Chamber of Commerce for information about this spot-on community. Did I not tell you that that community is spot on? Why don't we have a look at a few of their businesses?
Lady Dot, you are right. Spot on.
Spot on. Now, let's go for another report from outside Sweet Swine County with that beautiful Prairie Ann.
Yep.
Yes, Bobby Ray and Sally Sue, I am now in the neighboring county of Faribault, outside the town of Mapleton, where we have discovered the farm of Dick and Marion Sonic. The Mapleton couple make lawn and garden ornaments out of scrap metal. The hobby has turned into a business, and as you walk around their farm, every turn leads you to another creation. No longer just scraps of metal, but works of art. Some of Dick's creations are over 10 feet high. Be careful, Dick!
Hi, Prairie Ann.
Hi, Dick! If you are interested in Dick's sculptures, call him at 507-524-3275. This has been another point of interest outside Sweet Swine County. And don't forget, always put a little giddy up in your day.
Thank you, Prairie Ann, for that interesting report. I think it was wonderful.
Oh, yes, it was absolutely great.
Okay.
Now the Cocklebur Morning Show is going to join that world traveler
Yes.
to take us to some of the great towns outside of Sweet Swine County. Take it away. Oh, hello again. Colonel Von Breger here. I was just going over some of my adventures here in my journal. Have I ever told you about the time I was on safari in Africa? Perhaps not. Or the time I flew over uncharted waters in the Black Sea. There again, perhaps I haven't shared that with you. Well, these are some of my adventures, and I'm going to be doing other adventures now in the South, specifically southern Minnesota, visiting towns and communities. In fact, we're taking an adventure today. Why don't you join me as we go to St. James, Minnesota. St. James, the county seat of Windom County in southwest Minnesota, offers a wide range of opportunities for recreation and relaxation, and the kind of hometown service and hospitality that will make you want to return. With recreational opportunities offered in their lakes, parks, and the St. James Bike Trail, St. James is bully good. Visit the St. James Area Chamber of Commerce to make St. James your vacation destination. Come on over and make yourself at home. And again, bully St. James. Bully. Well, let's discover some of the fine businesses and establishments as we continue our adventure. Wow, Sally Sue, that is a great town. Worth bragging about.
Oh, I know. I tell you, it just makes you want to go there.
I'm telling you today.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been a great show. I hate to cut things loose today. And we want to thank Elmer Plow for being here. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.